What's up, yappers? Welcome to another episode of Yapping Hours. Today we're going to talk about the LGBT, considering it's Pride Month. Shout outs to me and all my Pride brothers and sisters out there, and anything else in between.
Yeah, I was about to say theys and thems.
Yeah, theys and thems. But I'm going to tell you right now, we have a little bit of a problem here. Now, there's a couple problems that we have. You know, some small, some big, some kind of like depending on what you think of. But this discussion, outside of its Pride Month, is something that I have a take for that I'm very passionate about, and that's the Q word. Y'all know what it is. And
Queens?
Shit. Anyway, so I'm gonna be like the fucking Sesame Street. Q word of the day is, and it's just like. The Q word, like I said, y'all can fill in the blanks, the audience. The Q word is not the N word, okay? We don't claim it back of, oh, they said it, but it's our time to say it now. See, he even like saw it, showed the pant. All right, no, I'm kidding. Like, it's our word, we're taking it back. No, motherfucker, the N word got taken back because we changed it. We just put the soft A instead of the hard R. We said, well, let's change it up. We're not gonna call ourselves the hard R, so let's do the soft A. Y'all haven't made an alternative.
Hold on, I think we're going too far deep into it without understanding something important. What does Q even mean?
Oh shit, I was trying to avoid that part, but shit, if you say it, say it.
No, not to.
Oh, nigga.
What does it mean? Like, what is the meaning behind it?
It's just a slur.
Definition.
It's a slur for gay people.
In short, isn't it just gay? Or
no, it's just a slur.
Yeah, but okay, but the slur defines gay. Isn't that's what you're trying to say, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but like I said, it's a slur. There's like no other meaning outside of that. It's just a slur.
Is that what it is? Like, if I looked it up on Google, is that what Google would tell me? Like, hey, Q is a slur for gay people. Is that what it would tell me? Or would it have its own creative, unique definition?
I mean, it might, because gay used to be.
Yeah,
like,
you should look into this.
So.
Because it's so, because if everything you're saying is true and it is just a slur for gays, it is bizarre how it's actually a part of the whole letters, like LGBTQ. Like, why is it even there?
Okay,
but so, at the same time, and then no offense to, I don't know, they add like a new letter or symbol every time. It started from LGB to LGBT to LGBTQ, LGBTQA.
We're gonna get into that.
And then if I'm not mistaken, there was a 2 in that shit. LGBTQA2.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I know my ass isn't tripping. Like, I think, I promise you there was like a 2 or something. I forgot what number it was.
Well, hold on. Before we say all that, because I'm going to get into the actual fucking fakers of our community. Queer is a term used in the LGBTQ plus community to describe individuals who do not identify solely within the traditional binary of heterosexual or cisgender. It could be used as an umbrella term for those with non-heterosexual orientations, gender identities, or both, and is used primarily positively by many within the LGBTQ plus community.
So it is unique.
And for a time it fucking wasn't, because it was a slur. Y'all just take it back.
Rainbow not reading the LGBT patch notes, I see.
Yo.
Yeah, I downloaded the old version, put in mods in that bit. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Facts though, Crib. Holy shit! Like, this is, they get so many updates. I don't know how people keep up with this shit. Like, wow.
That's
and the meta and. Bro, I might get hate for this. The meta is T. Like, if you pick T, you're in the meta. Like, you can't fucking lose.
Next time we be doing an LGBT video, let's just do the LGBT tier list. Like, where would you put each letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know. You already know T's are top.
That would be our last video we ever made.
Before we continue, just know that we're using like fighting game terms. So don't take that part too seriously.
Yeah, we're messing around with it.
Yeah, we're. This is why we're called yapping. We just say stupid shit.
We're all supporters here. We're just jokes.
Yeah, I'm just not supportive of the fakers in my community.
Well, yeah, which you're gonna jump into, of course. But so you just read a definition of Q. That definition sounded like it's unique. It is different from gays.
Well, it has an elaboration of historical context. If you want me to read that part. Because there's actually like a lot more. I just want to say a definition, but there's like more.
So, but based off of what you read, is it different from gays?
It's different from gay now. In context, the Q word was derogatory for people who were gay.
Right, as you mentioned, derogatory. It was a slur. Okay, but it's changed now. It seems. So, do you still hate the word? Do you still disagree with it? Okay.
Absolutely. And it's primarily because we don't have an alternative. It's not like in the new day and age, we just said, we'll reclaim the hard R. So, what's up, my hard R? Like, we don't do that.
Yeah, you're basically upset over like the origin of the word, basically.
No, he's upset that they're trying to bring it back, and it's something that we don't, not we, because I'm not a community, but he's saying they don't want that back, or at least Rainbow doesn't. You don't even need it to be a thing, right?
It's kind of like trying to put F into the thing, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah. Like F slur.
Yeah, you can put it that way too. It's just.
Which, by the way, when are we getting the F word back? They gave us retard back. I think we could say retard now, but we can't. No, I'm just playing. I'm trolling.
Sorry, mentally ill. Or no, we can't even say that. Shit. I actually forgot what.
I actually think the R word is back. I think it's back.
Yeah, no, it's back.
It's back. Thank you, Reddit.
It's back, but it's back, but like people still look down on it. Like they don't like it.
It's frowned upon.
It's frowned upon. But yeah, the whole LGBT, the patch version I liked was when we ended with T. All right. The game died for me after T. The game died for me. It became a Discord game.
You're so stupid. What Rainbow's basically saying right now, we're not even going to dive into. This dude is actually being an idiot. Listen. So you don't like that they're trying to change Q and bring it back into the mix. You'd rather it just be gone. LGBT, keep it at that, right? But we're not going to keep circling around the Q. Let's jump
or at least LGBT plus. I'll take that, I guess.
What even? Okay, so what's plus? What comes after that? Asexual, right? Okay.
Intersex, bunch of other shit. Which
maybe Rainbow, can you Google that? Do you have Google up right now or no?
Yeah.
Can you put what does the 2 mean in LGBT and see if something pops up? Because I promise you, I
know what you're talking about. It's like T-spirit. I know what it is. It's as I say, Google says, hey, Two-spirit is umbrella term means alone. Oh yeah, Two-spirit, but like the definition is just Native people who embody feminine and masculine qualities in their traditional gender roles. I've seen Two-spirit though. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
But that's essentially.
I knew my ass wasn't tripping. Okay, I was kind of curious of what the 2 was because I've always wanted. I never Googled it, but I know I've seen a 2 there before. That's why.
So.
And go ahead. Sorry.
What were the ones you had a problem with outside of Q? Because I know you had some issues with.
A is definitely one.
Why do you have a problem with asexual?
Yeah.
Is it asexual? Like, can you explain what asexual is? Isn't that like?
It's somebody who's
not sexual, right? They're not.
Yeah, like they're not into sexual shit. They're not. It's basically like there's an animal that's asexual. It's like if you're saying, hey, let's fuck, they're like, ew. No.
Yeah.
Right? To anybody. Like that's essentially asexual. Like they would probably rather produce non-sexually. They just spurt out an egg. Like they would rather have that if they, you know, were able to get pregnant or whatever.
Where I gotta look into this more. I've always taken it for something else. I just thought asexual meant like you don't get sexual emotions at all.
Well, it's also that too.
It's pretty much that. It's pretty much that exactly. Like you don't have like those sexual urges or sexual feelings towards people. Like you don't care about that type of shit. You'd rather just form like relationships non-sexually, essentially. But continue. You have a problem with it. What I'm curious. What's the problem?
It's we'll go into it. It's the whole faker shit, bro. Like,
so it's the fact that people are faking.
No, it's not that they're faking. If they're asexual and like they're about it, like they, you know, made sure to cut off the reproductive systems of whatever their body is, then cool, you're asexual. Whatever, cool. Stop trying to be in this community.
Why is Trent making that face? It looks like he wants to say something, bro.
It's just what he. I don't even think you guys are gonna get when he said that to cut the genital shit. It reminded me of someone.
I know exactly what you're talking
about. I just remember that as I said it. So.
Yeah, I remember someone saying something like that to a certain fighting game player. I was like, bro,
I think what you just said there, Rainbow, honestly, is a fucking wild hot take. Like, that was insane. I don't think asexuals have to go as far as like cutting off their genitalia to prove and show how about it they are. Like,
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they literally have to.
I feel like there's other letters that would make more sense for them to do that, right? But
right, no, I was just saying that as like an example. I'm not literally saying they need to. Like, because you could say the same thing about T, where it's like, well, shit, why don't you do it sooner? You know, that's just
that's the one.
That's just dope because there's like so many factors of like, you know, getting the surgery and
we got it. Right. What's the faker shit? What's the faker shit?
You know how last episode, by the way, check it out. You know how like we're talking about everyone trying to be black and then have black fatigue and all that shit. Imagine that, but like 10 times the size. Everyone wants to be in the LGBT. They want to be accepted. There's literally, I'm not even fucking kidding. There's literally been people like the capital P trying to be like, hey, we're in the community with you. We got our own flag.
I know what you're talking about.
We got our own
flag.
Those
are called they try to justify it by calling themselves maps. Am I not mistaken?
Yes.
They call themselves what? Matt.
Like MAP.
Okay.
Like Dora the Explorer.
It was basically justifying being a capital P.
Damn, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's obviously not acceptable. But
I'm gonna give mad props to the LGBT community to that, because when they tried doing that, like making map a thing, all the LGBT jumped them and said, no, we're not adding you guys in. Like, no, that's just straight up being a PDF file. What the fuck are y'all on? I was like, yeah, what the fuck?
We're not adding you guys in, and I keep going back to the whole DLC update shit. Like, nah, we don't want that character in this game. Like, okay,
why are you here? Wasted slide.
You already know that the developer of the LGBT game was like, due to popular demand, we will not be adding map into the game.
we cut out that content for the next game. And it's also the Z too, the zoos. They try to hop on that shit too.
What's that?
They're like bestiality or something?
Yeah. But like literally, not like furry that people claim.
I know.
Like literally.
It kind of sucks that people try to use the LGBT as an excuse to get away with their inhumane morality.
Also, part of that problem is we let them. That's also part of the problem. Like we let people do it, and then when it got out of control, we said, "Whoa, let's not do that." But they're already in the community now. You're wrong for saying they can't do that now, and it's so fucking baffling. Like, we have so many flags, we might as well be like the new Earth. like on some hell diver shit, super Earth. We all came one as a nation. Like everyone represents their own flags and shit.
Y'all are mutants.
Shut up.
You get
X-Men. It's X-Men reference. God damn it.
Yeah. No, I know. But a little off topic, Rainbow. This is for you. Doesn't it get kind of difficult memorizing like all these different flags? Because I know there's like so many different flags. You guys don't know.
First of all, yeah, we live on Krakoa. First off,
Rainbow's Magneto in that bitch. Like shit.
Wait, Rainbow, wasn't there another letter that you didn't like? It was like
I hate
a black flag or something like that, or
yeah, black people.
I was actually gonna say that in a second. The thing with like remembering flags, I don't remember the flags, dog.
Dang.
There's gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans. Cool. That's all I need to know. Because everything else, it's like a fucking it's like a fucking like family tree. It's like when you put gay and bisexual, it comes out to this. And then they were married to the T's with the B, and then they created, like, motherfucker, this isn't Ancestry.com. just do the 4 and whatever. Like, do
they
the
just
4
like
and that's
they
it.
just essentially become like echo fighters, right?
Oh yeah, we might need to actually stop with the fighting game references. It's actually getting out of hand. We might need to stop. I actually fully disagree with like the black people being a part of the LGBT, because it's like LGBT is more of it's a choice, right? It's like a sexual choice, and black people don't have a choice. Like we were born black, right? We didn't choose what we could be from the heavens above, and then we descended to like, cool, I can say the N-word now. No, it's
right.
This wasn't a choice. Why are we a part of that community? It's supposed to.
That's actually what I was gonna get into too. Y'all bastardized the rainbow flag. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Every time there was an addition, it always had to do like the most that I can like say, hey, agree to disagree, whatever, it's not too crazy, is when they put the trans colors in there. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Then when Philadelphia decided, we're black, we're gay, black and brown, you gotta notice us. You love dick. Shut up. That's it.
Yeah.
You're just gay.
They added like a brown stripe to the colors. Isn't that what they did?
You know what? If there's any literal black fatigue for me, it would be that. That would be black fatigue. Of just, we gotta insert ourselves in all the communities. Oh, there's this community. Oh, let's get all the way fucking over here. Wait, there's this community too.
Yeah.
Fucking over here.
You know why black people do it though, right? It's because communities are protected. So if we can get into as many communities as we possibly can, it's like armor. It's constantly just putting on armor for ourselves. We can't. It makes us more untouchable. Well, yeah, more untouchable, but yeah.
Yeah, we could put up our shields and shit. Oh, okay, I was gonna make a fighting game reference.
Yeah.
The fighting game term.
That does make sense. Now that Terrell mentions that, I never saw it that way before, but that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it just adds on a little extra health, but in the end, they're just gonna break through it.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit. Which one of you guys are gonna take it? Yeah, dumb motherfuckers.
But yeah, it's just like the flag. The flag might as well just. You know what I hate too, is when, and I'm gonna be honest, it's primarily white people, but it kind of goes in general. When people are like, "There's so many flags," you know what? Let's be countercultural. Let's add a flag for our own, just to rise up. So instead of like rainbow colors, we'll change it to where it's black and blue, because we support cops. It's on that fucking level. Like there's literally a flag. Cops.
Are you talking about like the All Lives Matter thing?
Yeah. It's an example of that. Like there is. I'm not even joking you. There is the gay flag. There is the gay men flag. And then there's the Bears flag, and there's some other ones, I'm sure. You love dick. You
Like
happen
in
to
the
love
end of
dick
the
from a
day.
big guy. You happen to love dick from a twink. You love dick. You suck it. You put it in your ass. Whatever you do with it, I don't fucking care. You are gay.
You are gay.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah,
So-
you are gay. You can like certain people. Like with me, I love my twinks because I don't. Okay, wait. Let me stop myself there.
We'll be getting into another rainbow story for this episode, by the way.
Oh my god. Yeah, thanks for reminding. Oh, this story is gonna be terrible. It's actually like multiple stories, but it's all like
Yeah.
the same thing that happened. It happened with other people.
We'll get into it because I feel like we're kind of like going in a circle here. But real quick, I want to say this: the way that you're talking about how like there's multiple different flags and shit like that, and you're basically saying like, hey, this is stupid. We like dick. Why do we need all these different variations, right?
Yeah.
The way you're almost talking about it makes me believe that you don't even like Pride Month. Like you don't even like the concept of like flags and colors and shit because
I put up with it because I don't mind it. You know, like it's my fellow brothers and sisters. It's just people. It's just like black people. I love my brothers and sisters, but some of y'all take it way too fucking far. Y'all like lose the bloody plot and like find a different path. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
there's good and then there's bad. I just don't like. There's good, there's bad, and then there's really bad, and I don't like the really bad.
Okay, so let me say this then.
As a concept, because there's some things as a concept that I fucking hate.
I think I get what you're saying. So you're saying like the whole concept of like, oh yeah, it's cool and it's cute to have like our own colors and our own little like, you know, side of this community, right? Like our own little corner within the community LGBT. That's cool, right? And there are our own little way that we can represent ourselves. That's fine. But do you think that Pride overall has gone too far? Like having an entire month dedicated to it, having Pride parades and all this other stuff.
I wouldn't say it got too far, but there are some things that we as a community need to like take a step back and go, why do we allow this again?
Because I personally believe that, and I know this is going to be a little controversial here, and I was debating saying it, but I'm going to say it. I personally don't believe there should be like all this pride stuff being pushed too heavily. Because it's just putting it in the eyes of the kids, you know, like it's putting it in the eyes of the children and the youth that don't even know anything about this shit, and they're now knowing about it, and it's all the majority of this stuff is in relation to like sexual activity.
In a way, it's kind of like, I'm not saying it's intentional, but in a way, it's kind of like you know, some sort of propaganda for kids. They see it and then you know they learn it. But like I said, it's not intentional, so I don't want you guys to feel like I'm trying to make you seem evil. But it kind of is like that. Like you guys are unintentionally, like, you know, feeding it to the children, and then they learn it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like there's stuff that is a little too much. Like people, it's just like, okay, well, they accepted me. Let's see how far I can go with that. Oh, they still accept me even after all this? Let me keep going. Let me just go down that rabbit hole. Let me see how far I can fucking dig myself. But we just fucking allow. We just say, just be like, oh, you want to dig up for some oil? By all means, go as far as you can go. But go to the center of the earth. Like, we'll give you a drill for that shit. Like, holy fuck.
Wait,
like,
what do you think of fake supporters or corporations? I mean, because
I heard about that.
That shit is so dumb.
One thing I find fucked up is where major corporations like Starbucks, that's the only thing I could think of right now, they'll put Pride shit all over like their stores, and it's like, we support Pride, and then the moment it hits July 1st, it's like they take it down like it never even existed.
You know what I heard? I was watching like an Asmongold video today, and Asmongold was going through multiple different social media pages to see what pages were gonna put and plaster a bunch of Pride stuff on there, and about 90% didn't have anything this month. Believe it or not, like even Target didn't have anything on their social media page.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of a shocker.
Well, maybe they heard all the backlash, because I know for sure last year, during Pride Month, there was a lot of controversy.
Was
like, it's like, oh, I think it was last year. All I know is that major corporations were supporting Pride, but it backfired because, you know, the actual LGBT were like, no, you guys are only doing it so that way you can gain more business for your corporation. You guys aren't actual supporters. The moment it hits July 1st,
damn, even the LGBT caught on. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's always been a thing. I think the turning point of that is when there are certain companies like Budweiser that did that, We're like, we're not buying your beer. What you showing that sister flag? We're not buying your beer. And then their sales tanked, so that people were like, well, shit. Some of us, like, the way our brand is, we can't really do that. So let's just not. I think Target, because they lost billions in sales or whatever, so they're like, and they're the ones that always have a lot of like gay.
Yeah, they're very supportive too.
But yeah, it's just like I said, Pride Month. If you avoid the Pride parades, most of okay, I'm not gonna dox myself, but there's a certain where the Pride parade is. It's next to like gatherings of like different people. I'm literally trying not to dox myself. It's like a big park, right? And within there's museums. And in one of the museums, you could walk in, you could learn about the history, like Stonewall. I think that's what it was. Stonewall, like it was basically like the Berlin Wall for gay people. I'm not even joking.
Okay.
You could learn about when the first LGBT flag was created
and who was the first one to raise it. You know, okay, we get it. Like,
yeah, you know, there's actually history, but people wanted to do other things, which is cool. Cool, celebrate yourself, whatever. And then it got worse. We allowed it, and it got worse. And we allowed it, and now we're in the state where we're too deep that we can't just say, hey, okay, stop that shit. Unless it's universally agreed upon, which that doesn't usually fucking happen. And we're just like, that we just allow this shit.
Well, also, there's no leader. There's no leader, so...
Yeah, because a leader would make no sense. Like, when Black Lives... I know it's kind of going back to black people. When Black Lives Matter happened, there was no leader, but then someone was like, I'll do it. And then they scammed people for like 6 months.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up during this episode and even the previous one that we did, but I didn't even bother. But yeah.
But yeah, man.
That's actually sad too, where people take advantage of like these communities just to scam people.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know why niggas fall for it, but even then, it's like it sucks that it happened, but then some of us still allow it to happen. So it's kind of like,
oh yeah,
like, whose fault is it really?
Well, anyways, I was just trying to see if you agree with like the whole Pride Month being pushed so heavily, because like I said, I think it needs to calm down and chill a bit, because you know it's putting kids are watching and it's putting too much attention on it.
It's more explosive than like Black History Month.
It's more explosive than a whole lot of different things. Even people appreciating just America as a whole in general. I think like I remember hearing someone saying that it's illegal to like burn pride flags, but like people can still do whatever the hell that they want with like the American flag.
Wait, really?
I heard it shifted that badly. I could be wrong, but I remember someone saying like it shifted to the point where like the American flag didn't mean anything anymore. The pride flag had way more power over it. But yeah, it's probably shifted now that Trump's in office. But anyways,
it's more, I guess the times be changing.
Yeah. But anyways, you got a story if you want to jump into it, because.
Well, if you stuck to the end, we appreciate you. But around this point, when it comes to this story, you might log off. Alright, so this story is kind of the same as everybody else, but it had like variations. Kind of like in a fight. Okay, no. So there's a guy on Facebook dating, because that's like the easiest one I can find, because Tinder's, Grindr's fucking atrocious.
I didn't even know Facebook had a dating.
Yeah, you can only do it on mobile, which is the dumbest shit.
Shoot, that's crazy.
And there's a guy, big black guy. He clicked swipe on me. I clicked swipe on him because he didn't look bad. I didn't see like.
Wait, big how? Big? What do you mean by big? Because I know that you're fat phobic. Yeah. So what do you mean?
I like him big. I like him choking.
Oh, that type of big. Gotcha.
Yeah, like
I still don't get it.
It was like the iceberg shit where they look good
Like-
here, then it's
Okay. That's all you had to say.
If you haven't seen that episode, that's our dating episode. Make sure to check that out.
Okay, come on, Rainbow, come on, let's go.
So, but he was big, but I kind of didn't mind it. One, because I was horny, but you know, it's two, he actually just didn't look bad. But so he comes over to the house one day because we were chatting outside of just ready to fuck, right? We're like having an actual conversation. So he came over to the house, and you know, gay people usually don't bring condoms or have condoms. That's whatever to me. I'm not tripping. I barely feel it anyway because
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew it. They never waste the opportunity to talk about how big his cock is. Continue the goddamn story.
No, it's not. It's not even because of that. Like it just feels like it's a bunch of nothing inside. I don't get it. It's weird. Anyway, so obviously like I have people try to suck on it. Never works. Like they'll do 2 strokes and be like, "Hey, can you like take it right at my rectum?" And it's like, okay, I guess whatever, dude. Like, who cares? So I put it in, you know, I'm doing the thing. And then I felt something. Felt something a little weird. I was like, that's odd. But I kept going because I was like, whatever, cool. And then it got worse. And I was like, wait a minute. Keep in mind, this has happened multiple times too, keep in mind. So this isn't the first time. I pull out, I look down, and then I was like,
oh wait.
And then they look at me, I look at them, and like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, okay, go to the shower, or go to like the sink, wash it off. But okay, I'm gonna go. All right, see ya. And then
wait, weren't you in his house?
No, he was in mine.
Oh, fuck.
So, I told y'all you don't want to hear this one. I told y'all you didn't want to hear it, but you just had to press on it, huh? So yeah, imagine that, and it's happened multiple times too. I want to say like probably 3 times in my life. And this is why, for you bottoms, this is why y'all do prep. This is why you do your ritual, so that I don't get a shit
big man to prep. Yeah, you know he's about to eat his. Never mind.
Just take the dildo. That's the story. The 3 times that niggas didn't wash their ass. Like, y'all want to tell us tops to wash our ass when you go down on us, but it's okay when you don't do it. This is why condoms are created.
That's not why condoms are created, but
I mean, you get my point. Like,
oh my god, Rainbow.
Why do you choose this path?
I don't know. Rainbow is like the most nonchalant, horny motherfucker I know.
Yeah,
and it's so weird.
That shit blew my mind. Hold on, Rainbow. You have to tell them because it's Pride Month. You gotta tell them the fucking when you went to go get a massage. You have to tell that story.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is the final story. We'll end it. Make it brief. Like do like the 2-minute version. Come on.
Okay, so you know how like when you go to, for the people because they've already heard the story. You know when you go out to do a massage and then like at the door they'll be like, oh, you could get a happy ending or whatever, right? I go.
Which, by the way, real quickly, I didn't know what a happy ending was until Rainbow explained it to me. But a happy ending, for those of you who are watching, is when the Rainbow
someone's jorking it for you
after your massage.
It's basically a hand job, but for massages. So I go over there, they do their massage. And you know, some people like do the most basic, I didn't feel anything massages. That's kind of what it felt like. There's like a little involvement, but that was also because they're Korean. So yeah, they do it, right? And they're like, do you want a happy ending? And I never had it before, so I was like, sure, why not? So they started doing it and shit. And I'm like, dude, I cannot tell you. They're doing it, right? And I'm kind of like looking around, kind of like. And then in my brain, I'm like, I don't want to just stare at them. Like, I gotta like, let me close my eyes. Open eyes. Like, okay, cool. And then it just finished, and I didn't even leak, right? And I'm just like, all right, thank you for the massage. You have a good night.
No. The way you explained it to us was so different. For starters, she said when she like pulled your pants down or whatever, and she looked, she's like, "Oh, you're what was it like?"
Sorry.
She looked and she's like, "Oh my god, it's so big" or some shit. And you're like, "Yeah. Get on with it." Like you went into that whole shit.
But it's just when you hear that so many fucking times, because you know, like people when they're trying to like get flirtatious or freaky, they're like, "Oh, you're really big. Oh, I can't wait to feel that," and like, you know, whatever. Just get to the part where you suck it or put it in another hole that I could put it in, bro. Like, I don't need this flirtatious shit. Like, I'm sorry, it leads to something else. There's a guy who called me 11:30 at night to be like, "Hey, come over, we could watch a movie and shit." And I'm like, "You just want to fuck, but whatever." And he gave me like free Taco Bell, like ordered Taco Bell, so I ate that, watched Anger Management, and then he was like, "So you want to fuck?" I'm like, "All right," because like that's what I came here for. You're not gonna invite me 11:30 at night, damn near midnight,
to hang out and watch a show.
Yeah, for a little snacky snack. Like the only snack you want is right here. Okay. You don't want food that's in your fridge. You want dessert. Like, all right, god damn it.
Oh my! And then the final thing that you forgot to mention in the massage story, you changed it up this time, because when you told us, you said she kept stroking and nothing was happening, and you're just kind of like, okay, you can stop now. You can stop. It's what you told us. You told us that you straight up told her just to stop because nothing was happening and you weren't feeling anything. And you're like, okay, thanks. You're good. You can stop now. Dude, I'm blown away. Like, I don't even understand how you could be bisexual, how you can be attracted to both sides and you don't have any sex drive to be like,
is Rainbow sex drive.
Asexual?
Oh hell no. I think the way my drive is, maybe it is low drive. I'm not even gonna cap. It might be. But it's like people do the most basic shit over and over.
Maybe you should tell them, but let me give you some advice then, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a guy that I did it with, and he went all the way down, like damn near balls included, and I was like, oh, okay, wait, no one's ever done this. Now I'm feeling something here.
And you were like,
yeah, you
actually, they put in the work. Like I didn't even put it in their ass because they're like, I can't do it. I'm like, hey, I understand. But they put it all the way, never had someone do that. And I was like, oh, okay, this is different. Now we're talking. Because people, like, imagine like this length, and people only go this far. Or like half. But, and if they go half, they're like, I'm like, can you stop choking, bro? You don't need to force yourself.
What, you shaking your dick, like shaking it out of their mouth? Like, what are you doing right there?
I'm just like, hey, back up.
So when you got that delicious top right there, you were pretty much just like, you even had jaw movement, right? You were like
he let the dog out.
I didn't have a jaw movement, but I'll tell you this, like I was still like I was happy, but I was like not stimulated, because you know how like you don't want to stare at somebody, but it's kind of like you want to have that mental of like, how does it look for other people? They do close their eyes, they do go, oh, do it more or whatever. So I was like, let me just do that. But it didn't work out, but I was like, then they had like a bunch of hand tie, like High School of the Dead, so we just played that. But I still felt something, and then, you know, that was a good time. But yeah.
Interesting stories, very funny. I'm blown away at the fact that you're into just about everything, and nothing actually sexually pleases you when the act is being done. Very bizarre.
Maybe it's low sex drive, but people just don't go all the way. They don't do blank or blank.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, we're not gonna get into it again, all right? Because we're already fucking 44 minutes here. But I was just gonna say, a little bit of advice. Literally, just start telling people what you want. and maybe that'll change the experience. I don't fucking know.
I might have done it once, but even then they're kind of like, I can't do that. And I'm like,
yeah, that's the problem. There's always going to be someone that most people are just going to say, I can't do that. I'm not into that. Whatever. It sucks, but
I've done
for
it
you,
like
you
with a
might need to
female
start
where
saying it.
I've done it with a female before where they're just like, hey, do this, and I was like, okay, I do it. I'm like, whoa, I felt that one. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't say that, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Maximilian Dude and show up starts playing. Anyways, let's wrap it up here.
That was low hanging fruit. Sorry, let me do it the gateway. That was low hanging fruit. So yeah, with that said, thank you guys for watching. If you want more gay stories, or if you just want my gay thoughts, considering it is Pride Month, leave it down in the comments because we read all of them, and we always appreciate you guys not only watching but commenting and liking the videos. So until then, happy Pride Month.